All right, I'm next to have Pisces rising and sun. This Gemini new moon happening on June 6th is taking place in your fourth house. What's interesting about this new moon is that Venus is exactly on top of this new moon, which means that Venus and the sun are together in the sky. This is important because the last time this happened was August 2023, when Venus first came up to the sun and received her mission from the king of the zodiac. Now she's meeting up again with the sun to kind of have a check-in. How are things going? How are you feeling? Have you made progress? So it's important to trace back in time any events that are happening now that could have roots within this August 2023 period. So just reflect on that within yourself. What was going on at that time? For you, this conjunction of the sun and Venus happened in Leo in your sixth house in August. So this could be something that you had an idea around. That could be around changing something up within your health or within your daily routine or within your work, wanting to do something different. And so now you might notice that some of those things are coming full circle. Maybe you changed your job. Maybe you're having some kind of like new health outcomes because of the adjustments, or maybe you're finally getting to those changes that you wanted to make throughout your day in some kind of way. So important to look at that for context around this. But this new moon is happening in your fourth house. So this is somehow related to your home, your family, your emotional security, your history. So there could be some connection there between what happened in August and some kind of development within your home. So like, let's say I wanted to find a new job, but it's like, I want to find a new job so that I can move homes, for example, or I want to sell my home. And then there's something involved with that. So that's just one way that this can connect. So ultimately, this new moon is trying to bring out greater peace, greater security, this feeling of being also like really happy within your home, within, like your life behind closed doors, essentially your personal life. It's trying to bring that sense of comfort and freedom and happiness. And I definitely see that with this like Knight of Wands. This is an energy of somebody who is feeling inspired, who's feeling passionate, who's taking action towards their goals. And it's just somebody who I think in essence has a very strong support system, who has a good personal life, a good home life, so that they can go out into the world and feel energized and get ish done. I also think, though, that this moon is showing us where we have blocks around that, because even though it's trying to create this forward momentum for us and the sense of freedom and passion and feeling good about where we are in life and good about who we are as people and good about the place that we're living and the people that we're living with and our intimate relationships, it wants that for us with this Venus here, especially. It wants us to feel like we are at home in our own skin in many ways and with our loved ones. But with the square to Saturn and Pisces in your first house, there are some like personal limitations that I feel like are preventing that from fully happening. So this is going to vary so much from person to person, but there could be ways in which you are still needing to develop yourself that are preventing you from fully feeling that kind of freedom and peace and security and contentedness within your personal life. This could look like, you having limiting beliefs with this devil in reverse. A lot of people have been getting this card, that there could be limiting beliefs that you are working on releasing. So it's like, okay, I could feel really good about where I'm living or my body or my personal life, my relationships, my home. I could feel really good about it if I didn't think X, Y, and Z. And that would be this devil energy. I could feel really good about it if I didn't have this bad habit. Maybe if you're not doing certain things to take care of your health. If there are certain attachments to things. This is what I experience a lot in my life, like relationships and situations that you can't get out of because you're so attached to them. It could be any kind of situation. It could be, an intimate partnership that like of someone you live with. It could be an attachment to a way of living or a perspective or just like a lifestyle. So it's going to vary so much. A habit, anything, like literally anything can be an attachment that's unhealthy that limits us. But I see you realizing that you need to detach in order to create that peace for yourself, in order to create that sense of freedom, freedom from the thing that you've been stuck in this like cycle with that has disrupted your peace. So let's say you have like a recurring belief or thought that like, my partner is cheating on me. My partner is cheating on me. And then you're living with your partner and, you know, their phone is buzzing and it's like you're just trying to have a peaceful evening at your house, but their phone is buzzing and you're getting all up in your feels. And it's like, this is supposed to be a chill Thursday evening and you're completely emotionally dysregulated because of this attachment to a belief that's going off and going off. So, you know, it's like if there's cycles like that within your dynamics with people or within your own emotional nature, within your past, that could be perpetuating discomfort or a lack of harmony within your home life, your emotional life, your place of living, that type of thing. And so it's important to face that right now. It's important to see where that's coming from and honestly, like work on healing it and finding some balance in your life. If you have come off balance in any way because of this attachment, what would balance look like? Would that look like having more time to yourself? Would that look like making sure that you're meditating and taking care of your soul in some way? Would that look like eating different foods to make sure you're healthy and balanced? But there's a need to focus on becoming detached from unhealthy patterns and attachments and focusing on rehabilitating the self through balance and healing. And with Mercury and Jupiter together in your fourth house, I think you're going to have lots of ideas of how to do this. I think if you really tune in, you're very intuitive and you kind of know what you need. And I think that you'll be able to ask for what you need even, and have help if that is necessary for you. Another card that I pulled is this Eight of Wands in reverse, which is this kind of like resisting change. And so for some of you guys, I feel like you're meant to be this Knight of Wands. You're meant to feel free. You're meant to have like space, the wind in your hair, the confidence, the excitement to move forward in life, the passion. And you get that from feeling, again, this inner peace and stability within your home, within yourself, within your personal relationships, within your relationships with your body, all those things. If you have enough money, then you can feel that sense of freedom and peace. This is what you're meant to have, but this is what's happening with the Eight of Wands in reverse. You are not wanting to change. You're not wanting to maybe go through some of these big realignments that are going to take a lot of effort, are going to require sacrifice, are going to require you to face certain things. And ultimately, I feel like some of you guys might not be ready, so you might resist some of this, and as a result, slow down the pace of change in your life. And again, I think a lot of that is coming from you specifically because Saturn is in your first house. The moon squaring Saturn does represent things slowing down and requiring more time, but oftentimes for people that is coming from outside of them. So like a logistic delay. But for you, that's coming from within. That's coming from you. You are delaying yourself and your progress by holding on to things that you should let go of, by resisting change, by resisting the need, by resisting facing some of those things or aligning in some of those ways that you need to. And I see here with this first card, She Who Surrenders, this is your advice card, chains, bondage, and release. There's something about this where you are bound to an addictive cycle or pattern, and it's time to release yourself. But I feel like some of you aren't ready. I think you're going to have to face that at this new moon, and this does connect back with August 2023. So think back, was something going on then that I was like, I'm going to change this, and now, even now you haven't, or maybe you made a little bit of progress, but in other ways you've lacked progress or have stepped back. And so there's something you need to release yourself from. You're chaining yourself to something in your life that is truly an attachment, that is not serving you. And once you do that, your next card is She Who Flies, Dare, Do, and Reach. And I feel that very strongly with this Knight of Wands. There's something that you are holding on to, that you're attached to, that you're like, oh, I have to have this maybe security blanket, or I have to continue to do this habitual thing because it feels familiar, feels safe, or I have to, have my little comfort blanket like that. And it's like, no, this is telling you with the Knight of Wands and the Dare Do Reach, once you are brave enough to let that go and release yourself from it, you will realize it was a chain. It was a prison. It was not something that was security at all. It was the thing holding you back. And now with the Knight of Wands, Dare Do Reach, you will be able to fly. You will be able to confidently move forward, go out into the world, project yourself, enhance your life. So it feels again like you'll be just so much lighter and freer and move so much faster once you're able to make this big decision. But that's hard. That's hard. With Mars and Chiron in the second house squaring Pluto in the 12th, there's this wanting to hold on to what we have, fear of letting go, fear of loss, fear of what that liminal state will be, fear of what we won't have as a result of cutting something out of our lives. And that can feel really scary. So I get that. I really, really do. But there is a need to be honest with yourself about, why you're maybe fearing, like what's on the other side of that, right? Why you're trying to hold on, to grasp for control. If you haven't watched the overview, definitely go back and watch that because that feels really relevant for you with the Mars square Pluto bit. That feels like the most, this reading feels very, very relevant for you, Pisces in particular. I pulled the synchronicity card. It's Kairos, but it stands for synchronicity. So you're going to get messages from the universe around the change that needs to be made. This could look like, if you're needing to make a lifestyle change or a habit change, this could look like a YouTube video popping up about how somebody made that change in their life. This could be like people around you going through those changes that you're needing to implement or resisting. This could be a constant nudge or a pull in that direction, but you're so busy and you're ignoring it, but you feel it in your heart. It's not going to go away. The synchronicities are going to continue to be there. You are Neptune ruled, Jupiter ruled. You are guided by the spirit realm. So you're going to continue to receive these messages until you're willing and ready to look at them. And I hope then that is the right time for you. So this is what I'm seeing for you, my Pisces. I really think that you will fly once you release yourself from the bondage of this attachment. Don't fear it. You have so much to gain out of being willing to walk away from whatever this is. It's truly an attachment. It's not a safety net. So that's, again, what I'm seeing for you. If this resonates, I'd love to hear in the comments down below. If you want a reading from me, or if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of these videos, then you can subscribe to my email list or check out my website, Cosmic Clarity Astrology. Both will be linked in the description box down below with my offerings, of course, on my website. Don't forget to also like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, and share with all of your friends. Thank you so much.